Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. And today's topic is about understanding a warning. And the warning here is variable ID has been already defined as numeric. Here, variable ID means I'm giving out a specific example. This variable could be anything. And now let us quickly look into the data step below to understand this topic little bit more better. In here, what I have is I'm creating a data set, and in here I'm saying new ID equal to ID, and then input I have two variables, and in here again I'm saying ID as a character variable, and then it has a length of 3 and another variable age. Now if I run this code, let us see what happens. When I run this code, you can see that new ID has a missing value, ID also has a missing value, and in the log you can see a warning and also invalid data nodes. But I will talk about this note in a little later, but for now let us talk about a warning. Here the warning is variable ID has been already been defined as numeric. And why does this happen? Now if we look into our code very quickly, here we can see that in the very beginning we have new ID equal to ID, and this has an impact. Now to understand this, we also need to understand how datastep works. Datastep works in two phases. The first one is known as compilation phase, and the second phase is known as execution phase. In the compilation phase, what happens is all the variable attributes are set. Another important point also to remember is SAS looks into variables only once and sets the attributes. In here, what is happening is first we have written new ID equal to ID. This is an assignment statement. ID variable has not been defined previously, so what SAS compiler does is it goes and sets it as a numeric variable. Because we are capturing ID variable into new ID, the attributes of ID are also captured into new ID. Because ID variable is a numeric variable, new ID is also numeric variable. Now what compiler again goes and does is it skips the ID variable here where we have defined it as a character value. And this is important because, as I said to you earlier, SAS compiler looks into variables only once and sets attributes, and it ignores whatever happens next. And then it looks into age and it defines that as a numeric variable because we are not explicitly telling that it is a character variable. Now when we ran the code in the log, we also saw that we have an invalid data for ID. Because here the ID variable, the way we defined it, kind of became a numeric variable, and the value here we have a character value. That is why we have this error saying that invalid data. You can't use a numeric variable and read a character data. And because new ID is also taken from this ID variable, both of them have missing values because ID cannot read this XYZ and it has a missing value, and new ID is just copy from ID. As we are doing an assignment statement, it will also have a missing value, and that's what you can see in the output too. Now how do we fix it is by simply moving this code from here to here, wherein what we are doing is we are having first input statement wherein we have ID variable and we are defining it as character value with the help of the dollar symbol here. And then age is a numeric variable because we are not defining anything wherein we are saying that it is a character variable. And as we are doing an assignment statement wherein we are saying new ID is equal to ID, as ID has been already defined as a character variable, so new ID will also become a character variable. Now when we run this code, what we are going to see is we are going to see that there is no warning in here, and if we also look into the output, we can see that our ID variable has a value and new ID also has a value. This is because now ID, as it is being defined as a character variable, it can read XYZ from the data lines in here, and it also can read BCD from the data lines in here, and everything is fixed in here. The important thing what I wanted to tell in you here is where we define our variable is very important, and it's also important to understand that we have two phases in a data step. The first one is a compilation phase, that is where our variable attributes are set, and also I have not discussed anything about execution phase where the data is read itself. I have done that deliberately, and I have done this to keep this topic very focused. That's all for this topic. If you like this topic, please give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe. Thank you.